This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
This is a group of nothing but untouchability.
A group of gypsies are shooed off from the balcony to the lowest rated seats at a theatre in the city. Advocates pledge denial of human rights. The Spectrum scams child minister A. Raja promises the finance minister no more telemarketing calls, asks the TRI to take control.
I cannot act independently without the opinion of the TRI.
Meanwhile, the minister also says he's done enough work with his local area development funds, although his records show otherwise. The mango will prevail alone if
I allocated the funds. My area covers 4 unit districts. That is the problem.
The mango will prevail alone if need be. Dr. Ramadoss says he might float his own alliance in 2011 assembly elections. And riding on VVS Lakshman's 16th 10, India beat Sri Lanka. Good evening, this is News Tonight on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew. A look at the national headlines as well. The cloudburst in Leh claims 115 lives and 400 missing cases. Massive rescue operations underway. India, the nation, is doing well, feeding its rats. A sarcastic CPM chief attacks the UPA while opening a brainstorming session. Grilling the former minister Amit Shah for the second time, the CBI holds custody. Shah's lawyer says he will cooperate. Big Brothers USA and the UN title Pakistan-based Hujri a foreign terror group and freezes the chief's assets. On to our top story. A shocking incident today at a multiplex just went on to show exactly how progressive our society is. A multiplex in Chennai refused to let a group of people into its halls, although they were willing to buy tickets. The reason? They belonged to the Narikuruva of the gypsy community, and the multiplex management decided that this was reason enough to treat them as untouchables.
Every textbook brought out by the Tamil Nadu State Education Board has these words on the front page. Untouchability is inhuman. But the management of this multiplex in Chennai does not seem to have learnt that lesson. They stopped this bunch of gypsies hailing from Tirupattur in Vellore district from watching a movie with their children. And the reason they gave for this is quite appalling. And if that was not shocking enough, listen to this. The police had to intervene to get them into the multiplex at all. And even then, they weren't able to get a proper seat. The management is unwilling to take up the blame, calling this a small issue being blown up by the media. Might not be a big deal for this man, but for these people who are told repeatedly that they are indecent and unfit to mix with normal people, it's definitely much more than a non-issue.
So this is nothing but untouchability. And if this theatre practices untouchability, it should be very strongly condemned by the government. They don't get any rights, nowadays. And they are not recognized as scheduled tribes by our country. And they are already suffering. This untouchability will greatly affect them.
These 8 people come to Chennai for a week every month to sell their goods. And a small break from their work on a Saturday morning has turned into an hour of humiliation. In Chennai with Sagai Raj, Nithila, NDTV Hindu.
Well, a shocking reality in our very own city. Tamil Nadu Theatre Owners Association has strongly reacted to that drama today. A member has condemned this act, saying that no Indian citizen can be denied entry into movie theatres.
சென்னையில் இன்று தேவி திரையரங்கில் நரிக்குறவர் சமுதாயத்தைச் சேர்ந்த சிலர் 85 ரூபாய் டிக்கெட் கேட்டபொழுது தியேட்டர் நிர்வாகத்தால் அவர்களுக்கு டிக்கெட் கொடுக்க முடியாது என்று மறுத்ததாக ஒரு சம்பவம் கேள்விப்பட்டோம். அந்த சம்பவம் உண்மையாக இருந்தால் இந்திய குடிமகனாக இருக்கின்ற யாருக்கும் டிக்கெட் கொடுக்க மாட்டோம் என்று சொல்கின்ற உரிமை எங்கள் சங்க உறுப்பினராக இருந்தாலும் எந்த திரையரங்க உரிமையாளருக்கும் கிடையாது. ஆகவே இந்த விஷயத்தில் நாங்கள் எங்களுடைய கடுமையான கண்டனத்தை இதன் மூலம் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம்.
And Advocate Radhakrishnan told us that there could be serious legal action over an incident like this one.
If there is a complaint by these Narikurova people to the police or to the authorities concerned, certainly on the ground, that their fundamental rights have been violated, either they can be arrested even for practicing untouchability, or if they give complaint, it is atrocity, again they can be arrested and they will not be released even on bail. Suppose atrocity complaint is lodged against the persons who practice violation of their fundamental rights of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, they are not entitled to be granted bail even. So such a serious offence they have committed. Why they have committed, we should think. The government has not issued any instructions to the theatre owners. You practice like this, you cannot do like this. You should allow entry whoever it may be, just because it becomes multiplex. People, ordinary people should not be said, should not be stopped at the entry.
Well, in the latest tit for tat in the politics in the state, Chief Minister Karunanidhi has hit back at Jayalalitha yet again. The AIADMK's General Secretary alleged that there was large-scale corruption in the appointment of teachers in state government-run Teachers Recruitment Board. The Chief Minister has now hit back saying that there were no malpractices at all in the recruitment of teachers. He said their selection was conducted in a transparent manner. In other news, joining hands to wipe off food shortage from the face of India were the Chief Ministers of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh at an international conference at the Chennai Trade Center today. Karunanidhi said that in his long political saga, it was his goal to change the state of Tamil Nadu to a hunger-free state. Meanwhile, his counterpart from Andhra Pradesh, K. Rozaya, hoped to facilitate the usage of biotechnology in agriculture to remove food shortage altogether.
In my long political career, my ambition is to make Tamil Nadu a land of compassion, where no child, woman or man will go to bed hungry. We have already made great progress, but still we have to do much to ensure that no child's physical or mental potential is impaired by malnutrition.
About the future of dryland cultivation, the universities and research institutions like yours have to take the initiative and responsibility for development of varieties suitable for dry and agriculture.
While joining their hands on that fight as well. Now, meanwhile, the political situation in Tamil Nadu seems to be getting hotter by the minute. Now it's the PMK that's making noises about the 2011 assembly elections. The party today hinted at floating a separate alliance for the polls. In Madurai today, President Dr. Ramadas spoke about his ongoing talks with the DMK and hinted that if these talks didn't yield any results, he might float his own alliance of social justice. The infamous line that there were no permanent friends or foes in politics made its way into his speech as well. He made it clear that he was neither with the DMK nor the AIADMK, but possibilities of an alliance with the Congress and the DMK, though, were open. Villagers of Tervoy have been fighting tooth and nail against the Sipcot SEZ coming up at their village. They might lose their livelihood. The plants and trees they depend on are being destroyed as well. NDTV Hindu has been getting you reports from Ground Zero about the state of these people with documents and photographs that question Sipcot's claims about this proposed SEZ. Environmentalists question if Sipcot's own assessment of the threat to people's livelihood is a contradiction in itself. Whereas Sipcot claims that this entire land is barren with no human habitations, NDTV Hindu has caught Sipcot officials clearing vegetation, chopping trees and even pouring acid over them to prevent further growth.
This is because now we are in a situation where Tamil Nadu seems to be making the same foolish trajectory which they followed in places like Chhattisgarh and Odisha. That is, they believe by manufacturing consent in some form, they can solve the problem. They cannot, because it will only make people's resistance bigger. And it will make the whole problem gradually go out of hand the more they practice this.
Well, still ahead on the bulletin for those that Nama Madras is second home to. They tell you why they love and live in the city so much. Also coming up, while the Commonwealth Games is marred with controversies, sporting icons slam the way the country is bracing itself for the Games.